Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles and cousins, of course, and mothers and fathers. I know I said that, but I'm tired of saying grandmothers and grandfathers, and I need another word besides nanas and papas. So please send those suggestions to me. That's Graham Knight at VBL League at isomermedia.com. But hey, I'm way ahead of myself. And baseball fans everywhere, welcome to this edition of the Valley Baseball League podcast. I know I already said I'm Graham Knight, so you got that part down. I already said send your suggestions to me at vbleague at isomermedia.com. But man, we are in the 30s. That's right. When you go sailing, if you haven't gone sailing recently around Cape Horn, they call it the 30s because it's usually blowing 30 knots. The waves are usually at 30 feet, and it's usually 30 degrees. Well, what does that all mean in the middle of the Winchester and the Shenandoah Valley? It means that people are doing 30-run games. It's complete insanity. If you didn't enjoy the record-setting game with Charlottesville and Purcellville the other night, well, no problem, because guess what? We got another one for you. But again, I'm getting way ahead of myself because you know and I know I can't talk baseball without the crew. So everybody say hi to our crew. Aaron, say hi.
Hey, I know you're so excited about today's game of the week or game of the night, I guess. I'm excited too, but it's good to be back on and I'm excited to talk baseball.
Yeah, always good to share the name Jimmy Goldsmith with anybody who will listen, or Winchester Royals with anyone who cares about the Winchester Royals. And I'm just going to assume that everybody cares about the Royals. I actually probably should have worn my Royal shirt. It's sitting right over there, but I'll save that for slightly later. And everybody say hi to Jordan.
Hey, Graham, fans, good to see you. And I'm used to sailing and being part of a crew in a completely different way also. But yeah, baseball tonight. Let's talk it. I'm ready.
Yeah, well, we got to talk sailing. Just so everybody knows, Jordan got a past history. He's a Navy sailor, so he's official. Have you actually been around Cape Horn?
Not Cape Horn. Been all over the world, though. Been in the Middle East, been outside India, and got to admit, Hawaii's got the nicest port I've been to so far. So,
and south of the equator, that's a big deal, right?
Well, I wish we could have gone south of the equator. Supposed to go to Australia, but never got the chance.
So never got to see the Southern Cross?
Never got to see the Southern Cross.
Oh man, there's your headlines today, baseball fans. We got to get him back out on the ocean. Anybody got a carrier we can borrow? If you do, you know the email. Jordan will be the first one on deck. But hey, let's talk baseball. Jordan, why don't you set up the game of the night?
Yeah, Graham, you know what? You were talking about offense. We're talking about Jimmy Goldsmith. The Winchester Royals, I am really excited that we get to showcase them in a major game tonight, our game of the night. And let me tell you what, fans that are looking for offense, we're not going to be short on that again. We got 28 total hits in this game, and it's a 50-50 split in the 2020 Rewind season. I love messing with the numbers too. This game tonight, both squads are going to have 14 hits on the day, but there is one key number that needs to be addressed, and that is the number 3. Because unfortunately, one of these teams is going to have a 3 under that E column, the errors column, and the one you kind of want to avoid, but that might come back to bite them tonight. It's usually hard to bounce back from a number of errors like that. That's going to come out to play here. And you mentioned Jimmy Goldsmith, Graham. I want to throw out one more name offensively tonight for the Winchester Royals. Pay attention, fans, to Aaron Polensky. He is going to be crucial tonight for this Royals lineup that we finally get to showcase on the big stage.
Yeah, Aaron is a complete contender. No relation to Aaron Summers. Aaron, just you want to make that clear to everybody?
Yes, no relation.
No relation. Yeah, Aaron was back for his second year in the with the Winchester Royals last year. He is a contender. After the season last year, he left early to go up and play in the Cape. Got to appear there. He is one serious ball players out at the University of Nebraska last year. Just completely committed to the sport. And we also had Mason. Mason's last name escapes me for a second. Anyway, he's another name to watch. I'll get his last name for you in a second. But definitely some great baseball coming out of the Winchester Royals. They certainly had their innings where their mistakes caught up with them as well. But so this would be a great chance to see them on deck and see what they can do. So, hey, other games in the league. Let's see. Aaron, why don't you talk about the games that you had on tap? Harrisonburg, Purcellville?
Absolutely. This night was another night that was a little rainy in the Valley last year, so we only had 3 total games, and I didn't have that big 30-run game, unfortunately. Harrisonburg and Percival, they have been battling it out, and the Cannons, they've had a really tough time this season so far. They had a 6-3 lead heading into the bottom of the 8th, but then Jed Bryant hit a home run with 2 on to tie the game. And then with 2 outs, there was a wild pitch with the bases loaded that sent 2 in. And so the comeback was set up there by Harrisonburg's pitcher, actually, Alex Rodriguez. Now, he earned the pitcher of the day honors by his performance because he kind of kept things in check on the mound and didn't allow Percival to score any more runs. He went 3 1/3 innings pitched in relief, and he only allowed just 1 hit, 1 earned run, and had 4 strikeouts. So he kind of kept the Cannons in check and allowed his team to come back for the win.
Yeah, nice to see. These two teams both had their struggles earlier in the season. Certainly nice to see them kind of come out face to face with each other. And, it was certainly a ball game. I mean, there was a lot of competition going on in the field, but really nice to see these two have such a good showing. I know that only one of them could win, but it wasn't exactly, it wasn't just a complete forfeit by one side by any means. And Jordan, I got to just tell you that when I look at the score from this game, after coming off of the Percival Charlottesville game, it just makes me laugh. I mean, what is it with these 30 run games? It's just completely hysterical. This one's, it's completely hysterical.
Yeah, Graham, you know what? For my notes, I'm also a pretty big football fan, and I love talking about it, podcasting about that too. This is a football score, and it's amazing like how many of these we've had so far in a baseball season. But this one's no exception either between the Woodstock River Bandits and the Waynesboro Generals. 20-10 is the final score. I've seen college football games, pro games that have scored less than this. It's insanity. But if we really want to get into the numbers of this game specifically, we got a lot. Waynesboro is going to get the 20-win victory, 20-10. And here's a look at some of these numbers. To quote John Leonard, these teams can hit. These numbers prove it. You have 30 total runs, 34 hits, 16 walks, and out of all these hits tonight, 12 doubles, 1 triple, and a home run. It's complete insanity when you look at some of these offensive showcases tonight, but this was another one. And Waynesboro is going to get the nod in this one. They'll take the win from Woodstock. And again, if you're a Woodstock fan, this is encouraging after the 2018 season, but it is unbelievable, these kind of offensive showcases, Graham, that quite frankly are kind of becoming a daily occurrence right now.
Yeah, that's like a basketball double-double or something. It just makes me laugh. Anytime I think about that score, you're right. It's a football game. It's a basketball score. It's completely crazy. Well, hey, there you go. Those are the games that 2 of the games that happened back in 2019. And now, being the Winchester Royals board member that I am, it is my pleasure to introduce the Winchester Royals as they face off. Yes, that is a hockey term. I hope you enjoy it. They face off against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. Definitely a good rivalry there. We hope you enjoy the game.
Furman delivers, and this one is looped over second base into short right. Coming in, Ramon Garza, he makes the grab, and the throw back to first base doubles off the runner. Small lead off of first, and this one is on the ground to short. Gregory Ryan, tough play, he charges up with it, and over to McNamee at first for the out. Now the payoff pitch to Boyd, and that one is line shot down the left field line, and that is going to be fair. Going for 2 is Boyd, picked up and sent back in by Edge, and they got him at second base. What a throw by the Florida Gator, Brock Edge. Another payoff pitch, that one is low for ball 4, so Furman loses him after an 0-2 count, and the Royals have a base runner with 2 away. Delivery from Furman, that one is high into right center field, medium depth, playable. It's going to be Cayman Richardson scooting over to make the grab, and he golfs that one into short center field, and it gets down for a lead-off base hit off pitch, and that one is in the air, deep left center field. Thompson gives it a look. That one is gone. Home run, Charlottesville Tom Sox. Furman from the stretch, and there's a drag one down the first base line. It's going to be a tough play for McNamee, and the throw not in time to the second baseman covering. The Royals have taken a 3-2 lead, and that one's sent back up the middle on a line for a base hit, so second time through the order, and that one right back up the middle, knocked down by Anderson. They get the force at second, trying to turn it over at first. not in time, but wow, what a reaction there by the hurlers there. As that one is down the third base line, fair past a diving Dyer. The kick, the 0-1. That one is in the air to right, shallow, long run for Garza, and he's not going to be able to get there as it takes a crazy bounce past him. The look back, the delivery, that one is through the hole between third and short, and it's going to be a base hit. They're going to hold the runner at third. The 0-1 now to Polensky is on the ground to third. Glove by McDyer, gets the out at second, over to first, turn it over. Oh, excuse me, he is ruled safe following the foul ball, and this one is golfed out to left. Will it get down? A diving play by Polensky. No, he couldn't come up with it. Garza takes the first pitch for a ball, and he gets into this one. Opposite field, shallow, and the right fielder, Frank, makes the grab. McMullen kicks, fires, and that one hit pretty well to center. Richardson going back. This one's got a chance, and it is gone. The 0-1 sent right back up the middle for a single. And now the Royals getting to Kirby McMullen a little bit in his second inning of work tonight. And that one hits Will Long, so he will trot down to first base. On the left side, he gets this one in the air to the right. Curving toward the line, medium depth, and Ramon Garza makes the catch. Runner tags from second, throw to pitch, and that one is bounced to short. Ryan fields it, flips to Coker at second, and that's the inning, but not before the Royals put another run on the board. Away next Monday at 12 o'clock on Tom Sox TV. First pitch in the air, and to right field, a sliding effort by Frank, and he's not going to get it. They're going to send the runner around third. He was gone on contact and crossing the plate. 2-0 now inside, and the pitch is stroked into right center. That's going to get down for extra bases. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three, and the tag applied by Turley as the ball bounced in the dirt. 2 down now, and a good-looking pitch there from Kirby McMullen. The 0-2, and that one is hit hard again in the air, left center field. Going back, reaching up, making the grab is Brock Edge on the warning track. So a great-looking play from the Florida Gator, who bails out his college teammate there for throwing a meatball, and the Tom Sox are out of the inning. And he stings that one back up the middle for a leadoff single, so the Tom Sox get their first man aboard. And the hit and run was on as Coker swings and misses. The pitch gets by the catcher. And that will send the runner McDyer down to second at the expense of the Ivy League with an agriculture program. As Garza rolls that one to first, picked up by Goldsmith, and he will do it himself, stepping on the bag to get the Tom Sox out in the bottom of the sixth. And swinging a miss, strike three. So Antonio Balducci comes in the top of the seventh, and sets down the Winchester Royals 1-2-3. It's time. Richardson puts a bat on the 3-2, and it's going to be a tough play for Goldsmith at first, but a great job by Anderson to get over and cover, and they beat Richardson by a step. One away. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike three, and a nice job done there by Trey Brathwaite to get out of the inning. Count, and Wally delivers, and this is high and away, so Wally looks back to second, delivers, and that one is opposite field to right. Plenty deep enough to get the run home. Second against Trey Brathwaite. He gets a good bat into this one in deep right center field. Going back is Thompson and Warren Frank, and neither of them are going to get to it as it drops at the warning track, and one run comes home. This one is a multiple chop high to shortstop off the plate. Only one play is going to be at first. He's out by half a step, but the run comes home. 2-2. Strike three called, and Garza slams his bat down in frustration. He has every right to be frustrated there. With one away in the ninth, and that one is looped over the head of the second baseman. The 1-1 from Owens. That one is on the ground. Slow roller picked up by McDyer at third. The throw to second goes wide. Garza can't get it, and that's going to bring a run home. I'll tell you after the pitch, the 3-2 is in the air to right. Harwood coming on. We'll see if the Royals send the runner. The catch is made. Here comes the throw to the plate. I thought it was going to be cut off, but it's going to be not in time. And as that one hit pretty well to left field, Brock Edge on his horse, just short of the warning track, and he makes the grab to end the inning. So the top 1-2, and now he strikes out as a curveball. Beautiful pitch Payoff pitch to Edge. Strike 3 called, and this one is in the books as the Winchester Royals snap a 3-game losing streak on a beautiful curveball by Trey Brathwaite. And it's an 8-5 victory as the Royals will head back up I-81. A happy bunch on that bus. So the Tom Sox unable to get it done, and a mini 2-game win streak is snapped as the Royals shake hands out in the infield. And boy, Nick, as well as it started for the Tom Sox in the second inning, and not much else went right on defense afterwards.
It's a fast start. We talked about how they were playing well defensively. May have hit them with the commentator's jinx a little bit, but fell behind. They did fight back and just couldn't get over the top at the end.